You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah!
Good morning and welcome to episode 1311 of Hard Factor. It is Monday, October 9th, 2023. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving today to all those who celebrate.
Oh, yeah.
We do it early because if we did it on the same day, no one would care.
Yeah, we like to say thanks early.
Gets colder quicker up there, shorter days, whatnot. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving north of the border. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed. Follow, like, and set to auto download if you don't mind. Thanks. Today we're talking Israel, of course, right? At some point here, the Chinese submarine. I'll tell you about it. Beating erectile dysfunction with shock therapy on yourself. Stupid guys. Hunter Biden's daughter. Dead birds, and much more.
That sounds it's packed. Speaking of Canadian Thanksgiving, we had a bunch of Canadians join us this weekend for the meetup on Friday night, right?
Well, that was very fun. Patreon.com/Hard Factor meetup. Yeah.
I love a Canadian. I love a Canadian.
Me too.
It was very fun.
I want to. We should spend more time in Canada, man.
I'd love to.
We got to go up there more. The trip we took to the Couves,
Vancouver, very fun.
Oh my gosh, did I love it?
Yeah. Canada's awesome.
We love Canada. We love Happy Canadian Thanksgiving.
Will's French is probably fleeting.
Solid.
Je peux.
Getting weaker by the day. Let's strengthen it. We got to get up there, and he's got to practice that French if he wants to keep it.
The brain's the biggest muscle.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Willie's French got these two boys into some beers in the trips that his parents took us to, respectively, to Italy when we were in high school. Because a lot of Italians speak French, and Willie would say,
we are 18.
Where's the beers in French?
Yeah.
And then we'd get them. Idiots.
Wait, where is beers in French now?
I don't know. You could say it back then real well.
They didn't even ID us, and we were not 18. They just don't care because
like
so 18 basically means like if you can
right.
walk.
You just have to have confidence.
Yeah,
if you're in Europe or anywhere that's not America, they'll let you drink if you just have confidence about it.
We were also in Will and I were in the equivalent of Podunk America, but Podunk Italy is awesome. But essentially,
it is.
They wanted our dollars. They wanted our American dollars.
I think Will and I like grew out like a 2-week beard to try to trick the Italians who again didn't care. They don't care.
They'll let you
Didn't
drink.
care.
Yeah.
But you got your own money. You're old enough to have your own money. You can drink in Italy.
On the French.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh yeah. So what do you guys want to talk about first? Want to just go ahead and hop on into
Can we do Israel
Hamas,
first? Yeah.
Israel.
Let's get it over with.
Mark, let's well, I think for a topic of this weight, we're gonna have to
send in the car. Send in the car.
That's right.
Not to be too insensitive, but Hamas really sent in the car a little too hard.
Israel's going to have to send in the car in response, obviously. Lots going down.
Like eradicate.
Well, they're
wipe off the face.
I made the
joke.
Hey
guys, stop me if you heard this before. The Middle East has broken out in an all-out holy war. Has it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a while, Willie.
Hamas is about to be hummus. You know what I mean? 'Cause they're gonna liquefy those dudes.
To think they had just solved this completely under Kushner and Trump. So
what the fuck? Kushner was over there fixing it.
What was he doing? You know what he's doing? Getting that Saudi dollar. That's what he was doing.
I mean, they signed that deal that said that this would never happen 3 years ago. So what's happening now? Hamas is an Islamic fundamentalist. Like, what are they considered, a terrorist group? I don't know exactly.
Yeah, the U.S. certainly considers them. Yes.
They have majority rule in parliament in Palestine. They're like
in Gaza, right? Dogs. So they control Gaza.
They are in charge of the Gaza Strip as of like 2000 something, 11, 7.
Yeah. And so they attacked Israel with allegedly over 4,000 rockets over this weekend. It's rumored that Iran backed a lot of the payment of it, and most disturbingly, they're abducting people and
civilians.
This chick. I don't know. You guys have seen the picture of the German chick.
She's the German tattoo artist, the
Shani Luke. Okay, she's part German, part Israeli. She was there. She's one of these girls that was at this music festival
Yeah.
And she got abducted by Hamas, and they were gang raping her and killing her on video in the name of Allah.
Yeah.
And not everybody who's getting abducted though is getting killed though. Many are being held hostage in Gaza now, and Israel is still trying to find out just how many hostages have been taken. It's not just Israelis too. It's like that she was German Israeli. There's some people from Mexico have been taken hostage. All kinds of shit.
I don't get the gang rape in the name of any god. You know,
right?
These guys
right?
get real worked up.
I could see the killing. I could see that. You're an infidel. In my opinion, well, like I could see the justification behind it. I'm not saying I agree with it, but the gang rape, it's like, why aren't you covered up, right? Why are you acting such a harlot? We don't like that, therefore we gang rape you before we what?
Oh, it's bad. It's bad what's going on over there. It's war. It's all out holy war, like we were saying. So
it's nasty.
Unfortunately, Pat, rape and shit like that has been part of holy wars for centuries.
Religion is like the largest driver of war and death. And,
no, it's all love. It's all love.
All time. Yeah, it should be all love, shouldn't it?
Baby.
You'd think, but
well, a lot of times religions are the basis, especially in the Middle East, of why they go to war.
Right.
Sabina in the comments, youtube.com/hardfact news. You want to watch us tape live. So the U.S. invading Iran this time, right? It's World War III again, right? Basically, you're going to see World War III all over.
Yeah,
again.
the Wall Street Journal just released that bombshell report that Iran had been working with Hamas for several weeks, coordinating the attacks, going over the locations with Hamas, maybe training them, funding them, and they certainly greenlit them. So that is bad. The fact that Iran is like
right after the U.S. greenlit the $6 billion to go through.
Right, it's not good. This is not good. Yeah,
the U.S. moved their group carrier, the Gerald Ford, to that area.
In the Mediterranean Sea or whatever out there, or like over there.
Israel.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Israel's responded. I think as of now, like 600 plus people have died. 250 people from that one music festival. Yeah, more than that. That's what they're reporting. 250 people reportedly from the music festival. They were just out there to have a good time. They got killed, captured, raped, and then Israel responded with like 400 rockets of their own and killed like 300 Hamas people reportedly, and now it's on right now. It's
all out. It's on. War. Are other nations going to be jumping in? Is the big question. Yeah. Obviously the U.S. is going to be sending weapons.
Right.
What type of escalation is going to happen on all sides is what everybody's wondering, I'm sure. So
a couple interesting things. So video dropped on Twitter at an Iranian football match. Go figure, the Iranian people aren't vibing with what their government says. So apparently they tried to raise a Palestinian flag at the soccer match, and this happened, which is the Iranians in the stands shouting, "Shove that flag up your ass."
Really?
I think that's the ass.
So they're saying,
shove the flag up your ass. Like, what the fuck, dog? That's what they're saying.
Don't celebrate that attack. You're saying that's basically.
Yes, that's
you're saying the citizens of Iran don't necessarily support the Ayatollah in this move to back Hamas here.
Exactly. Yeah, because they tried to get that Palestine flag up. They're like, yeah, right, guys.
Right.
Yeah, and Russia. Remember, there were a lot of protesters in Russian too. The citizens being like, "Stop! We don't want to go to war." Not all the citizens want to go to war.
Sure, like at the start of Ukraine and
right,
Russia,
that's what I'm saying.
People have families in different countries and stuff, and most people are probably like, "Hey, well, let's just not have another holy war."
You know, it's a trip though. So like, as long as we've been alive, there's been, and this attack is unprecedented. It's what all, and look, we're noobs in this area, so please forgive us 80% accuracy. But as long as we've been alive, there's always been rocket fire, right? We've always heard of rocket fire strikes like that. It was by land, by sea, and by air. The
22 locations. Yeah, it was
paragliders. This should trip me out. The paragliders.
دلوقتي يا جدعان
Right.
Motorized paragliders.
And they just started shooting citizens.
They're shooting people and then also taking hostages and then taking them back into Gaza. Basically.
Yeah, and they still are occupying some areas like in southern Israel, I believe, the Hamas soldiers. But yeah, they basically went into 22 locations and just fucked shit up.
What did you guys see there? You saw a kid's soccer game.
It's an invasion.
Place.
Yeah, it's an invasion.
Right, it's an invasion. It's crazy, man.
It's a small scale. It's like a guerrilla warfare.
Netanyahu said it's war. He's like, this is absolutely war. And then
they came over and
100% war.
It's an act of war.
It's I mean, like, but it's not even like a question. They're at war. They're actively at war right now. And Hamas like was doing things like during the attack. They're like, every Hamas person needs to grab their guns and start like shooting. Like they're like, it's all out.
Both sides are blowing it up. It's
not going to de-escalate
for sure.
Yeah.
Did you like how Netanyahu
full holy war?
And he kind of called out. I thought it was kind of funny. He was like, "It's not an engagement. It's not a special operation. What did we call what's the Ukrainian situation called? A special operation." He's like, it's war. Just to make this clear, it's we're talking about war here.
But both sides did have like stupid little names for their operation. Like it was like Al Qassam something for the Hamas attack, and then the response of the missile fire back in Hamas was called like sharpening of the iron swords operation from Israel. It's like okay. Yeah, I mean. Yeah,
they're just in a full war. They're in a holy war.
Yeah, who cares what the operation name is? Yeah.
It's unfortunate for everybody, mostly those who are there, right? The
kids playing soccer it sucks for. And in the streets that are getting shot.
Everyone. I mean,
getting raped and murdered and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah,
I understand the a lot of this goes back to 1948, right? Like the Brits after World War II got out of the area, divided up countries. Whenever that happens.
I think it was like all of Europe and America did that.
But I mean, no one's ever happy when you divide up countries. But independent of that, right? There's arguments on either side about who should have the land.
Right, both sides want the land. Both sides.
On civilians.
None of us are Muslim or Jewish. I'm not going to get into the whole history of the land. All I know is that it's terrible that the Middle East is broken out in a full-scale holy war once again. And I'm sorry for everybody who's got family and friends who are going to be affected, which is probably a lot of people considering that so many people are either Jewish or Muslim. So
in the name of God, man.
Lou Sassel in the live comments said that someone that goes to school with him who's Jewish said she lost people in the attack. So it's a lot of people got killed.
Here's what I can tell you is going to happen undoubtedly, though. The U.S. is going to back Israel. That's what we do, and we'll see. But man, people got to stop killing people in the name of God. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah, it's going to get interesting with the U.S. and Iran, I think, because we're obviously going to back Israel, and Iran's going to be involved in this clearly.
Yeah,
so it'll be interesting to see if Lebanon and Syria from the north get involved against Israel as well. And then there's some rumors. Maybe what is Russia going to do? Is Russia funding Iran and stuff?
You would imagine they're already sending munitions to
right. Well, one of the rumors was maybe Russia. Without any research, Russia might have been the person behind it. Turns out it was definitely Iran. I don't know but people was it Russia that encouraged Hamas to do this? Right. But Russia might get involved if they aren't already. Yeah. Then
Gaza Strip. How could that create issues? Look at that little strip there.
That's God stuff. Allah and God and
holy war. Yeah. It sucks.
Mr. Sassel, can Lou come over and play?
Yeah.
Nobody's I don't know. It's like we thought, like America thought, like it's every time America gets involved in this stuff, it's like, oh, we're going to finally solve it. Like in Afghanistan or say here, wherever, they've been getting into holy wars over the Middle East for, centuries now. So like, what's the, maybe longer. It sucks. It's terrible, but what are we going to do? Like, I'm sure like Pat said, we'll back Israel or whatever, but nobody's going to put an end to people fighting over the Middle East. It doesn't appear to be possible.
No, they hate each other so much. It's ridiculous. And they're willing to blow each other up over it. I
mean, they had the Crusades back in the day, even before that. Like, it's like, there's just like, there's something about it. There's the religions and then controlling the holy sites. It's just nuts.
Yeah.
What would JC do,
I think he'd tell people to stop killing each other.
I don't think he'd be a fan of this. Yeah.
Well, that's the real JC, not the JC that these people have co-opted to suit their particular.
But they don't really believe in JC. It's the guy. It's JC's dad, right? It's the guy above him or whoever.
If you believe in God or Jesus and if you're religious, there's the person or being or entity that probably could, if you believe in it, actually was, and then there's the co-opted.
And he's the one that wants the war, Pat,
that you use to justify your own bullshit.
Yeah. Or it. Yeah.
Anyway, fuck this.
Speaking of God, Alanis Morissette, killer set this week in ACL. I watched that on TV. She's still got the pipes. She played God.
That's
and,
awesome.
She played God and Dogma, and she killed it on the set.
Perfect. Let's flip it around, okay? Let's more positive stuff.
Yeah.
Positive. It's not just tensions in the Middle East that are reaching new heights. Also, the Powerball up to 1.55 billion. Patreon.com/Heart Factor Discord server lottery corner to get into our lotto pool because we're gonna win it. 1.55 billion. Drawing is today, Monday. So
yeah, we're gonna buy an island, and it's gonna be nowhere fucking near Israel.
We need to do that because I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Our NFL parlay pool took a shit this weekend, and
why is that, Pat? Because the Patriots were on every fucking bet.
The wheel picked the Patriots.
Yeah,
it was split.
How bad are the Patriots?
34
nothing.
The Saints. Really impressive by the Saints, and then the Patriots. Whoa, what a shit show.
Intern Jackson, who's a Patriots fan, he just popped in. Why don't you just, for the sake of all Patriots fans, why don't you just pop off? Why don't you just go, kill yourself, Intern Jackson, because Patriots suck.
Figuratively.
Insult injury.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone. He left.
Hot seat, Mark.
Yeah.
Mark,
too aggressive.
Wait, you got Jackson out of the show. Sabina,
come back.
She says, "Can you guys please send me a link for Discord?" Yes, Sabina, just DM one of us or one of the group accounts. Ask for the Discord link. It goes for anybody who is not, who's a patron but not up in the Discord yet. Just ask us.
Let's cleanse the palate. What do you want to cleanse the palate with?
Ooh. Okay, no, somebody else go.
You guys want to talk about bad girls?
Yes.
Bad girls. Okay. This topic everyone likes to talk about, and that is Hunter Biden. Okay. But not just Hunter Biden. Obviously, it's a laptop that keeps on giving. I foresee years of content coming out of this laptop because there's just so much information, probably, like emails. And, you're reading through these emails. If you're a Hunter Biden guy, Hunter Biden stan, looking for dirt.
Yeah, you're just looking.
Must have been a nice laptop with all the. He had some gigs to spare.
Right. Well, it was just a Mac, but he probably has a lot of emails. He's doing lots of emails.
He's an Outlook guy. I think he uses the Outlook client, which means those emails are on the hard drive. And look, well,
we got Jackson back, by the way, and he's safe and sound, so we're good. He's safe. We're good.
Good.
Got to say, with the Joe Biden impeachment inquiry, right? You'd think what's coming out would be smoking gun evidence between Joe Biden and Russia or Burisma or whatever taking money. You'd think that. And we don't know. That might still come out. But what is coming out right now is way more important. And that's Joe Biden's daughter is a bad girl. Okay. And I want to take you guys back to the summer of 2005 or 2005. Me, Will, Mark are young, thin, tight boys sweating through our short-sleeve dress shirts as we drive into Washington, D.C., by using the Dulles Airport mailbox hack, which, by the way, if you don't know about it and you commute into D.C., go get a post office box at Dulles Airport, because if you have business at Dulles Airport, then you can take a lane it's like a God lane. It's like a secret road that no one else is on as you're commuting into D.C. It's pretty cool. Anyway, we take that. We go to the Capitol. We intern for Senator Tom Coburn. Great time. Working for a Republican means lots of pretty ladies around. Okay?
1 week. 5 days of stuffing mail.
What a good-looking office he had. He had the best-looking.
We did it.
He had the best-looking office. He had. Can I say names? I don't know. I remember the one lady's name just because it was a famous person's name, but she had the exact same name, like Will Smith. Courtney Cox. One of the hottest interns or people on Capitol Hill.
A staffer.
And then and then there was a very good-looking dude too, and we're like, do Courtney and him hook up because they should? They're just so both good. They're both so good-looking.
We all thought about that a lot this summer. Yeah. Anyway, I want you guys to put yourselves back there. Put yourselves back there mentally. Yeah. What we felt when we were walking in the halls of the Capitals for those 5 days is, damn, this is pretty serious. I bet, in fact, there were lots of conversations like, don't fuck up, because it would look really bad on Will's parents who lent us to Tom Coburn, right? We all were taking that attitude because it's fucking serious.
We didn't have to take it. We did stuff mail for 5. Like they knew what the situation was.
It was like the most casual
I understand
situation.
Guys.
No, it was cool, but it wasn't stressful.
I understand, guys, but what we didn't do, okay? What we didn't do was say, you know what, while we're here, maybe we'll vandalize the Capitol a little bit. We didn't do that, did we?
No.
Why would we? Did you steal something? I don't know.
Why would we do that?
I didn't, because I respected your parents and I respected the sanctity of the situation. But Hunter Biden's daughter, Naomi, did not. Not at all. She, back in 2011, 17 years old, she was at Sidwell Friends, right? Very prestigious school in the D.C. area. The Obamas went there, Obama kids. She was paging for UFO enthusiast Harry Reid, Nevada representative.
Yeah, senator
right?
from Nevada. Yeah,
big time. And she went on a little private tour of the Capitol, guys. A little private tour, okay? And if you ever worked at a Capitol building, we didn't get to go on this tour, but if we had, we would have kept our hands to ourselves.
No, I did. I used to give the tour.
Did we go up into the rotunda?
Yeah, I used to have to give the tour. When I did a whole summer, and you give the interns give the tour.
We sat once. Yeah, we sat once as well. Will did more work on Capitol Hill than we did, but we also, I think, together went into the rotunda. Yeah.
Well, she got up there, guys, up those stairs that are blocked off by a gate. Said no person permitted above this platform under any circumstances.
We didn't go up there.
You're a page, and she decided to carve her name into the marble. Naomi, her pal. Straight vandalism, guys. Bad girl. It was vandalism, said a former Reid staffer. I remember it perfectly. On the tour of the rotunda, when you go up to the top of the dome, hell yeah, they carve their names into the stone. It's up at the very top, so you can only have a couple people up there at a time. It would have had to have been on the tour. There's no way they could have gotten up there any other time. They had to bring in the architects to buff out the carving.
No way. They had to buff
time.
it out?
They had to buff it out, guys.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I know.
Wow.
I know.
They had to buff the
What were
marble.
they thinking?
She's worse than Hunter.
What were they thinking? Here's a picture.
No, definitely
of
not.
Hunter.
There's other news that Hunter blew his the daughter he doesn't accept. He blew her child support on hookers and blow. That was the other story about the laptop this weekend.
But what a weekend.
Once a hooker and blow guy.
I thought that was a little wilder than
he went
carving in the marble.
He went to the University of Fun for that weekend. You know what I mean?
Guys, here's an email, okay, from Elizabeth Roach, who I guess was a staffer. Mr. Biden, thank you for the email reinforcing to Naomi the gravity of the situation. I instructed the pages to write an apology letter to the Sergeant-at-Arms and the Deputy Sergeant-at-Arms. Naomi wrote the notes. Here's what Hunter said. Dear Miss Roach, I am Naomi Biden's dad? ? No, it was a period. I'm kidding. I cannot express how sorry I am for Naomi's behavior. I've been in meetings all day and just heard from Elisa's mother what happened. As soon as Naomi's finished work today, I will be speaking with her. I'm very disappointed in their behavior, but understand that the intent was not malicious. Nevertheless, I am very upset. I'm available by phone at any time. Again, I apologize and fully understand the gravity of the situation. I assure you, I will make certain Naomi understands the same. Hunter Biden.
Wow.
Whoa.
Serious stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's her?
That's her.
And she's stacked, as they say.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. She would
what
be.
is she? Yeah. No, she's stacked. Yeah.
Anyway, a person with direct knowledge from the situation says this is pretty common for pages to do. It's apparently tradition.
Yeah, it's normal.
Doesn't seem like a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally
Well, whatever. You find a Hunter Biden story in the news today. Okay. There's
no, that's the other one where he blew all of the child support on the daughter he doesn't accept on hookers and blow. That one was, I think it was out there this week. Somebody texted it in the group.
I saw that one. Yeah, I saw that one.
Does that one come with this photo?
No.
Naomi Biden on a paddleboard.
Is she of age? Were we allowed to?
Oh yeah, she's like 23, 24.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In those photographs.
Yep, in those photographs. Yes, Will. In those photographs.
She's 29. She's 29. She's 29.
I checked, bro.
In those photographs, how old is she, Pat? It says summer of '99 behind her.
She says now the copy.
No, that's recent. 2016.
Popular belief, it's actually harder on your knees.
She's 23 in that picture. So
in that one. Yeah.
Taking it to the internet.
Beautiful.
R. Hoffecker commented, "Don't let Daddy see these photos. He might pinch one out."
Oh wow, that's a little over the top.
That's
why are you going and stalking her photograph?
Whoa, yeah. And he goes, and also, I'm Daddy.
Yeah. Also, when referring to me,
I'm gonna pinch one out.
Call me Daddy.
You guys want to talk about stupid guys like Hunter Biden, but different stupid guys?
Navy Biden comments. She's like, must be nice to go on a paid vacation.
Right. To have your last name.
Sorry, that story was a dud, guys. Sorry. I just thought
no, it's fine. I mean, you got the pictures of her up and they're of age, which is important. Those are 2 for 2 there.
That was the first thing I checked.
Yeah, there you go. Let's talk about some stupid guys. These guys I'm talking about, they are real morons. AI is going to have a look at these guys and they're going to have a hard time stomaching serving humans, right? Like, I don't think so when they find out about these guys. Like, for example, 62-year-old Odessa, Texas man, what's his name? Michael Gardner, who let everyone in his family and friend group know how stupid he was last weekend at a wedding in Nebraska. Okay, so he's from
Michael
Texas.
Gardner? Okay,
he's from Texas. There was a
Texas.
family
Visiting
wedding in Nebraska that he was actually officiating. Pretty big deal. So,
Uncle Mike's going to officiate. He's got this covered. We're going to save money.
Exactly. So he was officiating the wedding, and he had a lot of pressure on him. I've done that a few times, and if Gardner's anything like me, he was nervous and wanted everything to go perfectly for the couple, which is probably family members, like Pat mentioned, because you'll hear in the story, it's probably just family members based on what I was reading in the article, which is why he fired his gun as he was told to do to signal the official start of the ceremony. So the script of the wedding said, hey, the officiant, Uncle Mike's going to fire a revolver straight in the air.
Okay.
And then that means like everyone needs to be in their seats
or run.
Ceremonies has begun.
Yeah.
He's
Or
like
run.
the Texan character from The Simpsons. Like,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Did they give him a blank?
Hell.
You know,
Oh, he made his own blank, Will.
he made
normal.
it.
Fortunately,
that.
he put a little bit too much glue in it, and then he slipped. And instead of shooting straight in the air, he shot his grandson in the shoulder, directly in the shoulder,
All right, so let's
almost blowing his arm off with the glue from the
With
blank.
the badly made
Yeah.
blank.
Yeah,
I've shot a man with a blank at point blank range before, and even with no glue in it, the gunpowder in the gun made the man bleed. Now, if there's any projectile, this is how Brandon Lee died. If there's any projectile in the gun, I mean in the bullet, it's like a bullet. It's
correct,
like
Pat.
it's like a normal bullet.
Yeah.
Firing at you bullet speed.
He had some black gunpowder, and he had too much glue.
It's unsafe. Yeah.
He used
He
hot
put
glue
a
to hold it
glue
together.
bullet through
Yeah.
his nephew's shoulder there.
Grandson's
Grandson's shoulder.
Granddad.
Even worse.
Yeah. Yep.
Why
Way
you-
worse. Way worse. Well, shot it. Almost killed his grandson.
Everybody's
in front of the
okay,
entire
right? I
family.
mean,
Yeah.
Don't slip. Don't slip. Don't slip. Don't slip and fire. If I do slip, don't fire. Don't fire if I slip. Okay.
Yep.
Here we go. Whoa!
He claims he doesn't know how it happened. He's been around guns his whole life. He doesn't know how the gun went off that he pulled the trigger on. The boy was taken to a children's hospital in Omaha, and Gardner turned himself into authorities this past Monday. Prosecutors are mulling over whether to charge him with felony child abuse, a charge that comes with up to 3 years in jail and would surely end his career in politics because he's a Texas county commissioner. So a lot of thoughts going into this one because obviously he didn't mean to, but he did shoot his fucking grandson in front of 150 people, and
That's
do
real
they want to ruin his life or not is what's happening now.
I feel like he should get a slap on the wrist. It's still bad though.
Yeah.
It's
He shot did you hear what kind of hospital the kid got taken
Children's
to?
hospital.
A
Yeah.
children's hospital. Willie.
yeah, he shot a kid. It's his own
Yeah.
grandson. He knows.
He does. He
knows.
says no one's more upset than him. Will
I believe it.
This is why you need a dumbassery statute, man.
yeah.
You need a dumbassery statute.
I
Like
told you guys, these guys are morons. We're talking about.
He's
today.
lucky that his grandson's okay.
Yes, he says, quote, politically, whatever happens, happens. I would never make excuses for what happened. The responsibility lies with me. I did shoot my grandson in front of everyone I've ever loved. That last part maybe made up, but he said he's not making any excuses.
oh man.
Right.
I mean, like everyone loses in this situation. The grandson who will never throw a baseball again. The
Yeah.
couple who was getting married.
Oh, he's going
and
to be okay. The
this
couple
Texas county
really
commissioner.
loses.
Yeah, well, someone in the couple, either the nephew or whoever, like his sibling, his family members, someone decided to put the firing of the gun into the wedding. So they're gonna feel bad.
What if it was his idea? What if it was the guy who shot the gun's idea?
Maybe that's a lot of pressure though. Officiating the wedding and shooting the gun, like that's a lot. They put a lot on Uncle Mike.
Well, I mean,
They really did. They should have thought about that.
Yeah.
Do you think
Different
Uncle
gun
Mike-
guy than officiant, right?
Okay, let's think about this.
It sucks
So
for everybody.
they were probably getting married on a ranch, right? Like a private ranch or a rented ranch, because that's the only.
They're
way
shooting guns in the air, I imagine.
Right.
And I bet
definitely
Uncle
feel
Mike
it.
said something like, "Well, if it's going to be on a ranch, I might as well bring my holster." Right, because it's like, hey, that's like his policy. Most Texans, if you're on a ranch, it's like it's the time I would only get my. It's the only time I'd ever get my gun out of storage. Was like we're
Well,
going. to a
Mike
ranch.
always has his gun on him. I feel like, and
Apparently
then
not.
Yes,
Will.
well, yes, no, he does. He said he always has his gun on
yeah,
him.
When you ask somebody to fire a shot at your wedding, you do that because they're going to have a gun on them.
He's named that revolver something.
Right. It's like,
right.
Well, Mike's going to have a gun. Shit, he could do the shot.
Slippery.
I'll bring Gertrude.
I'm bringing my gun Slippy.
Yeah.
Jumpy,
Anyways,
the revolver.
The kid's gonna be fine.
He made his own blank. Yeah, I mean, like that's commitment. Like that's a guy who loves guns. He's made his own blank.
He knew the mistake was the hot glue. He said I shouldn't have put so much darn hot glue in there.
Man, I've never made a bullet. I know that a lot of guys do that. That's like a gun guy, especially hunters. That's like their task. Like me and my dad, we're gonna go out in the shed and make our rounds, right?
Yeah.
But like the hot glue, hot glue is really globby. I feel like I don't know if you're supposed to use glue in a bullet. Maybe if you are, I feel like maybe I'd use like a light glue, right? Like
he needed like a bonding
glue.
Agent to keep the shell.
But
together.
I think you can jam. I think you can jam.
Yeah.
The
probably didn't need to use as much hot glue as he did.
Man.
Yeah. No, he made a glue pellet basically.
Right.
He shot his grandson with a super airsoft pellet.
Well, like I said, he was under too much pressure. He's rushing.
Right.
He's trying to memorize his lines and he's putting together a blank, and that's
and he
too
totally
much.
bungled it. I mean, and then I'm just
I
glad
mean,
everybody's okay.
All right, everyone get to their seats. Oh my
kinda.
God! And he shoots his grandson.
No,
You
they're
ever hung out
fine.
with
He got
someone
shot
who's
with
been
a glue
before?
He's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just gonna have like range of motion issues his whole life. Like you said, he's not gonna be great at sports, but he's fine.
Right.
Still,
I'll tell you what. Yeah.
he's got arthritis coming.
I showed up on a set one day with some of our buddies who were making a short film, and one of the guys is like he's a can-do gentleman. So he would make his own camera gear, make his own rigs. He'd also pack his own blanks. It was like great. So he's like, here's a gun, here's a revolver, here's the scene. I was like, cool, man, I'm into it. I'm gonna do it. So you're like kick in a door, and then I pull my gun out, and he's like, no, this is a blank. I'm like, cool. I've never fired a handgun before in my life at this point, never once. And what they didn't tell me was the camera's going to turn around on you, okay? And at that point, we're not going to be able to see who you're firing at.
Oh,
so don't
don't
fire
shoot it at
directly
the
him.
person. Yeah, exactly.
Shoot to his right. And I was like, boom. And then he started bleeding out of his chest. I felt real bad.
Ooh.
Yeah,
real
there's a
bad.
wad that comes out.
Yeah.
Real bad.
Plus
he's a veteran.
Yeah. You almost literally
I literally
Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin. He was in the invasion of Iraq. He started getting real shaky. It was really terrible.
He's like,
man.
not again.
Yeah. Well, they should have told you beforehand that there's a wad that
It was
comes
on
out
them.
of the blank.
It
Yeah,
was on them.
that's right.
Yeah.
Now I see why you're defending Alec Baldwin so much. All right, so that's the one.
We had
That
a
guy's
real
dumb that we
laugh
just covered,
after.
but maybe not as dumb as 49-year-old farmer from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, who got not one but 2 DUIs behind the wheel of a tractor on September 16th.
How do you get 2? 2's impossible.
2 is very possible. What happened was he was first arrested fleeing the scene of a crash he caused in his 1974 International Harvester 4000 series.
My International Harvester.
1974.
You guys know that song?
No.
Oh, it's
So
the best
he's-
song about a tractor ever written.
No, don't know that one. He's been driving drunk this tractor for how
Since
many
the
years?
70s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's 49, so he bought it used.
49
Those-
years.
those-
Oh, okay.
Those
He's
things,
49.
The tractor's
they'll last
also
forever.
49, right?
Um,
74,
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he got it.
on
He's
his
like,
first birthday.
yeah.
it was meant for me, so I'm
Right.
just drinking it every day.
Good year. He always says
It's what it would have wanted.
he always says not 74, good year, and Pat's
Good vintage.
taps the top of the tractor.
Cracks another beer.
So this drunk idiot backed into a family in a 2011 Toyota RAV4 at a stop sign. So he was
they
at a
were in a
stop
car
sign, and he just kind of went out of gear in the tractor and backed into the front end of their car, like just really fucking up the front end of their car. And then he goes, "Uh-oh," and he sees what he did, and instead of getting out of the car and like doing the insurance exchange, he's like, "I'm drunk," so he skedaddled out of there at 10 miles an hour, or as fast as the tractor lets him, and he just kind of went on the run. But the RAV4 dad followed him down the road and started honking at him and was like, "Pull over, pull over," and that went on for a little while until
Good
the police,
Samaritan. Oh,
right?
man.
Until the police decided to show up and catch both of them at 10 miles an hour and pull them up.
It was less than that. Here's
6 miles an hour.
It's Craig Morgan, International Harvester. Highly recommend it. Here's the first verse. I'm the son of a third-generation farmer. I've been married 10 years to the farmer's daughter. I'm a God-fearing, hard-working combine driver. hogging up the road on my plower, chug-a-lugging at 5 miles an hour on my international harvester.
5 miles an hour. So yeah, I mean, maybe he had rigged the governor a little bit, but certainly
Right.
slow.
So he was going tops of 10, but when he got out of the car, he was going to tops of still 10 running. It's about the same speed running. Jogging in a tractor is about the same speed.
That's right.
I did a little aftermarket work on it. It gets up to 6.
So, yeah, by the way, Tiller in the live comments back to Pat's shooting blank story says, Pat's a real straight shooter.
You're damn right I am.
Yeah. Can't even do it to the side if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I gotta find the footage of that because it's somewhere of me shooting a man.
And then they have that on. They have that.
It was on film. And then
is your reaction to him bleeding? Yeah.
They started yelling.
Well, at first he probably
didn't
understand what happened. Yeah.
I stayed in the scene because I'm method. I stayed in the scene.
Right.
Like, damn right. It's a murder.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
I don't stop till they call cut.
Oh!
So damn, he got good. He's acting good at me.
So the cop like pulls him over and it's like, what the fuck? You know, like you backed into this guy. He's been following you. What's going on here? And he's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, officer. I've been drinking today. So they take this guy into jail. Obviously, like the tractor's on the side of the road. Someone comes and picks up the tractor. They book him, they fingerprint him, they process him with a DUI, and then after like a couple hours, they let him out. Now the problem was he was like 6, 7, 8, 9 sheets to the wind, so a couple hours didn't sober him up. The seventh, here's the quote from the police.
Run that back. So they didn't. He
didn't spend the night over there. He spent hours and then got like bailed out.
Okay, I see. So it's a 24-hour period. Okay.
This is like, I'd say afternoon to evening type thing.
Yeah.
So now we're in like the evening time, and he's gotten through the processing and he's allowed out. Someone's come to pick him up. Obviously, he's not allowed to drive his tractor home because he's still buzzed. And the quote from the police report says, approximately 17 minutes after being released from custody, the man was found to be operating the tractor yet again on a roadway, and was placed into custody for a second DUI. So he got picked up by his buddy, went straight to his tractor, and drove it drunk. And got caught again. 17 minutes.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're the same age. They're meant for each other. Him and the tractor. They're just they're drinking buddies.
Luckily, no one was hurt. Besides the car, they had a 2-year-old in the 2011 RAV4. So I'm not really sure why he wanted to chase this guy down. Seems like a little dangerous with a kid in the car, but no one was hurt besides the car's thousands of dollars in front of him. That guy's
so drunk. He's probably just like he's not going to do anything. It was a calculated risk by the RAV4, man. Yeah.
Yes, he saw a goofball. He saw a moron, and he didn't want him to get away with it.
It's a little bit weird to get that into it, but
it's interesting. The next line of international harvester, it encourages you if you have a harvester to drive on the road. It's 3 miles of cars laying on their horns, falling on deaf ears of corn, lined up behind me like a big parade.
Classic
of late to work road rage jerks. So essentially,
wow, yeah. So he's just literally he's holding up traffic. Sounds like an awesome song. Hey,
this guy's very familiar with the song, I'm sure. Yeah.
Real quick, guys, this episode was brought to you by Paint Your Life. Yeah. Paint Your Life, fellas, is literally the absolute best gift you can give somebody this holiday season. Just check out how much my wife loved hers that Paint Your Life just sent us.
Oh,
she's opening it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, here you go.
You got it.
Yeah.
Look at that packaging.
Yeah, very nice packaging. See, professional. Just some scissors, snip, boom.
Looks like a good size.
Right, pretty big.
Oh shit!
Oh, look at the
family,
dude.
Yeah. Thanks, babe.
Man.
Yeah, no, thank you, Paint Your Life. You know,
That's awesome.
Dude, look at the look that your kid is giving to. Look at your son.
So
he's like,
here's the baby.
Awesome.
He's 4 months old just this weekend, and so you see how he is. And then she's over there watching Bluey somewhere, and so we've never had a really good calm picture together, so we faked it. Good.
Very cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So and then my daughter loved it when she saw it. Basically, Paint Your Life. You can use their
love that you have the blonde hair, dude. I fucking love
that
the artist could have painted it out, but it's in there.
The hair looks awesome.
It's part of the picture. They can use their compilation of services and upload multiple photos to create anything you imagine. So like I was saying in the video there, our family doesn't have any great pictures where we're all calm together because He's just 4 months old, our son. So we put our 2.5-year-old daughter, me and my wife, in front of Lake Tahoe with them. Put yourself in a location where you've always wanted to go, or you've been and haven't been calm together. Add a lost loved one to specialize the occasion to create the portrait of your dreams. Lots of options. Customize your experience with a payment plan that works for you as little as 10% down. Makes this a truly affordable gift, and the results are amazing. Get it in as little as 2 weeks. It's the perfect holiday gift. You will knock it out of the park, whoever you give a Paint Your Life to this holiday season. Season, give the most meaningful gift you have ever given from PaintYourLife.com, and there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. And right now is a limited time offer. Get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping. To get this special offer, text the word FACTOR to 87204. And that's FACTOR to 87204. Text FACTOR to 87204. Paint Your Life. Celebrate the moments that matter most. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details right at paintyourlife.com.
We'll put that number in the show description. Yeah, painting's 10. 87204. Text FACTOR to 87204. We'll put that information in the show notes. You can read it anywhere. Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Just, text that.
That's what you want to get somebody this holiday season if you want to really impress.
Quick turnaround too.
Love it.
You'll get it by the holidays easily if you get going on it. Yeah.
That's incredible work. I think they did like a video of the artist making it too, which is something you can order. I'll be playing that once we get it too. So
hell yeah.
I think Pat might you'll level someone. Yeah, I got one on the way. You will level someone if you get them a Paint Your Life. They will be
you floor them. Like that guy in the tractor did to that family. You'll back right into him and floor him. Quick bonus dog idiots guys story. Ring, the front door security camera company. Ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They have announced their new promotion. It's the $1 million Hunt for Extraterrestrials promotion. They're offering $1 million to anyone who can send in actual footage of an alien from their Ring camera. What could go wrong? Surely no one will be faking these videos, and there won't be a bunch of idiots working on this.
That's going right, if you ask me.
It's a stupid promotion.
They're asking for trouble.
They're also paying it out as an annuity too, $50,000 a year.
Really? I mean, I think it's a hilarious promotion, but I don't think they thought it through, because this is like basically like the dick snitch line. They're just going to get a bunch of like dudes with dicks and like dressed up like aliens and stuff, like all this like fake, disgusting shit's going to be happening now. So stupid move on their part, I think.
This is lame as fuck. Yeah. Like, give me a break. Ring.
It worked, guys.
Fake an alien. What worked? The Ring thing?
Because people are talking about it.
Yeah.
No, I know.
I think it's just dumb as fuck.
It's genius marketing, but they're gonna regret some of the things that come out of it. Is all I'm saying. There's gonna be we're gonna get more content.
This is genius marketing for PaintYourLife.com. Loose Asshole 420 says, "I'm getting my family painted in front of an International Harvester tractor, alcohol included."
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, that would be the gift you got the guy with 2 DUIs, is a painting of his harvester.
Yep, that's the closest he'll get to his harvester, is that painting.
Yeah, right.
From now on.
Yep. There you go.
It's true.
Twice in one day?
Yeah.
It's true. All right, let me tell you guys about some modern marvels real quick. Let's see here. I got to load the tweet. No, I don't. Listeners, Puck, Linderson, Gappers, Trinity, Regular Shane, and others, thank you. You let us know we missed one last week. Taking it to the internet real quick. OSINT Defender tweets, 55 Chinese sailors, including the captain of the submarine 093417, Colonel Zhu Yongpeng, are reported to have been killed in August after a Type 093 nuclear-powered attack submarine with the People's Liberation Army Navy was claimed to have become stuck inside a Chinese subnet in the Yellow Sea. It was intended for the disruption of U.S. and British submarines. The entire crew of the sub is reported to have died following some kind of catastrophic incident with the submarine's oxygen system, which occurred shortly after they became stuck. The Chinese government and defense ministry have so far denied that any incident involving nuclear submarines took place, but this sub did go down for the 55 Chinese seamen, RIP, looking very possible that they were literally snared in their own sub-defense network. Inside of a net.
Oh, okay. Is the subnet a network, or is it literally a net? I was hoping
literally
it was a net. Yeah,
they netted the sub.
And then they ran out of oxygen?
Yeah. It's a network of nets, Pat. It's double net. They should do net squared, right? Because it nets subs on the sea floor, and they netted their own sub, apparently.
You know what they say?
Yeah.
A tiny net is a death sentence.
They do.
Yeah.
Wow. Should have brought that clip on.
Pow. A tiny net is a death sentence.
Yes, it is. It's like, I mean, it's RIP again, 55 down there in their own net, but it's kind of like walking through your own screen porch, except it's way more deadly and embarrassing for a nation such as China, right?
Yeah.
So
snared in their own net. Yeah.
That's absolutely terrible.
It's as bad as it gets for a military mistake.
They could have been on RIP, but they could have been on the dumb guys list too.
For sure. No, it's Mark. Yeah. It's an unprecedentedly stupid military mistake, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
80% accuracy. But
yeah,
I think it's just rare that people have lost nuclear subs.
They're not talking to each other. That's a problem. There's just a lack of communication between the departments. Right. Like the net guys and the sub captains need to have a chat and be like,
you'd think those two would stay closely linked, right?
Right.
The guys who net the subs and the sub drive.
But is there something else that happens after the netting? Because why didn't they radio and they were like, hey, we're stuck, you know, we need you to come get us.
Right. I think that like probably
were they too embarrassed
technically to get out of the net, right? And so
they were too embarrassed and they just chose to die.
But it fucked up their oxygen system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Shouldn't have skipped that meeting with the net guy, said the captain.
No. Yeah. That's the last one you want to skip if you're the sub captain, is the sub net crew. The network of sub nets under the
offense and defense have to work together.
Okay? Yeah. Correct. Well, yeah. I mean, somewhat. Yeah. At least on special teams sometimes. Okay. RIP to those seamen. Davy Jones Locker has them. Kind of impressive, though, by the subnet net defense system in the Yellow Sea. All the same, it works, allegedly, even though China has not admitted it works. But we have another modern marvel to talk about next, guys, and it's the latest in how to literally repair your penis from the inside out, if it needs repair.
Go on.
If you have erectile dysfunction, or if you're just not happy with how it's hanging. Of course, I'm talking about shocking your penis with AM radio waves until
that's a graphic image.
Well, it's on YouTube. Got it from YouTube, so I know it's allowed. This
YouTube
is
safe.
It's a demonstration. Okay, that's a CGI.
Well, that looks like a guy's
colored penis. So.
Sticking his finger through a remote control for a television. I'll be honest.
Basically, yep.
Looks like a submarine stuck in a net.
a lot like both of those things.
Surprise!
And this is what they call, fellas, the vertica. It's a penis shocker. It emits AM radio waves through your penis, through the fibers of your penis, to make it stronger, increase the collagen inside of your penis.
Dude, and, Christmas shopping's done. Paint your life in this thing. Done.
Right?
Done.
You can do that.
Done. That's it for the
happiest family on
poor man's Earth. Over here. I just turn up Glenn Beck real loud and put it right on my dick.
Oh no, we were talking about it in the Discord. This is awesome for like hardcore sports junkies that love like listening to all 162 baseball games and
you could just stroke it. Yeah, you could really work it. But check it out, guys. It's not just me that says
Rush Limbaugh coming out of your dick.
It's you could make it that way. You can strengthen it pretty hard. It's not just me saying, it's the International Journal of Impotence Research. They say the erectile mechanism depends in part on the intactness of the collagen components of the penis. And as such, an impaired collagen may have deleterious effects on erectile function. And so here's a video of how the vertica works. And just to give you a little
let's please.
In a quiet room and make yourself comfortable. The treatment lasts about 15 to 20 minutes per session. Apply a layer of gel over the skin to fully cover the penis surface. You can use any ultrasound radio frequency conductive gel.
There's no way this is allowed.
Push the handle clockwise to open the vertica ring. Insert your penis all the way through the ring until the device touches your body. Release the handle gently so the ring grips your penis inside.
This thing
Start from the penis base.
I mean, it looks like
then
it's going to
move
get
the device 1 centimeter forward and wait another 30 seconds.
So you keep doing that over and over again. You basically lock your penis inside of this shock ring called the vertica. And then it buzzes and sends AM radio signals through your penis.
It's
and you
AM
get
radio
collagen
signals.
stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AM radio. If you're an AM radio guy, you don't need to worry about erectile dysfunction. That's what I'm saying. Like people that
you could put your dick right next to an AM radio and it may work the same.
Right.
This thing is
just listen to
basically
coast to
locking
coast.
your dick into the AM radio. Yeah. Yeah. And then you have to, and then what you do there, guys, is you continue to do that 1 centimeter at a time, over and over, stroking for 15 to 20 minutes.
Some guys finish earlier than others.
No, you have to go the 15 to 20 minutes mark. It's a time thing. Okay.
Oiling, lotioning.
Yeah.
50% of the 28 people who finished the study, so it's 14 people, said that it cured their erectile dysfunction. 11 of those said it really juiced their dick up and they were feeling strong afterwards. So
that's great. That's hell yeah. I mean, ED sucks. Fucking this
it's
remote
great
control with the gel rocks. I mean,
I wasn't joking. It's like the best gift,
Yeah,
for
and
yourself.
also like what a great excuse is like, okay, you could just pop a pill or like, honey, I need to go in the room and play with myself for 25 minutes.
Right.
So
No,
hold
I mean,
the
it's
call,
great for
hold my
everybody.
calls.
Plus, your penis gets stronger. I mean, it's a win-win. It's just like I said, it's like a technological advancement. It's almost like,
Honey, when you hear conservative talk radio coming out of this room, that means do not enter. Okay, that means I'm fixing my dick.
Yeah, or mid-season baseball.
Mm-hmm.
oh, you're
When
like
you hear me
double,
listen to
you
the
double
Brewers
whammy
game.
it. You
Yeah.
put yourself inside the vertical.
Surround
wow,
yourself by radios like
with
old
AM
school.
radio waves.
Yeah.
When you hear the voice of the Royals coming through that door, Denny Matthews, it means I'm working on something. Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like a happier version of the success of the Chinese sub network.
It's fantastic news. I mean, anything.
I mean, it's friggin' awesome.
It's better than getting bit by a Brazilian wandering spider.
Right. I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah.
Kate just got some like fancy breast pumps in the mail that the VA sent. Which, by the way, if you're a veteran or if you're a girl on VA healthcare, or if you're a veteran and your lady's on VA healthcare and you're having a baby, go get the free shit from the VA. We didn't know. It's amazing. But I'm kind of jealous. She got like all this equipment that she's gonna be able to fucking play with her privates with. I mean, I guess
it comes with like a guy that just massages her breasts.
But
yeah,
I want something to fuck.
You're saying you wish they sent you a dick pump because that's the only
Something.
like thing that's equivalent, right? Like I guess for the boob pump.
A fleshlight.
Something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Made in Austin,
Yeah,
Texas.
can't send me a flashlight, man.
Yeah, come on. Daddy wants something too,
Did I ever tell you the story of I had a buddy who had a really weird roommate, and I got stuck with him like by a bonfire. Like everyone went inside, it was just me and him chatting, and I was like, well, "What's your deal?" And he's like, "I'm an artist." I said, "Oh, cool, man. Where'd you go to school?" He's like, "Oh, University of Richmond, great sculptor school." I said, "Oh, are you a sculptor?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm a sculptor." I said, "Cool, man. So, like, what do you mostly do? What do you practice?" And he looked down and he goes, "I work at Fleshlight."
He sculpts flashlights.
I mean, he's making bank though. That's one of the most popular sculptures in the world right now.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Everyone could use a flashlight and calm them down a little bit. Maybe send a few million to the Middle East. Yeah.
Calm down, guys. Real quick, in Chicago,
Solve it all.
the other night, something very bad happened, especially for Birds fans. I guess there was like a confluence of perfect conditions.
What kind of
the other
birds?
evening in Chicago's songbirds, Willie. Nearly 1,000 songbirds died 2 nights ago after crashing into the McCormick Place Lakeside Center's windows.
The night the music died.
Yeah, it's bad, guys. The quote from a guy named Willard, who's an avian expert, was, "It was just a carpet of dead birds at the window there."
Ooh.
A normal normal night would be 0 to 15 dead birds, and this was about 25 times that. Here we go.
Oh wow.
Look at those dead birds. Look at all those dead birds.
Oh no.
Mhm.
What is that about? Warblers? Finches? I mean, warblers.
The finches, or it could be both. You would know better than I, Willie.
it's a
Songbirds,
warbler.
sweet birds. Yeah, guys. Apparently, pre-dawn rain.
Dumb birds.
Yes.
Pre-dawn rain
Small, very tiny.
forced the birds to drop to lower altitudes, where they, I guess and also warm weather has.
Was it foggy?
Well, they're migrating later. Okay, so it's darker and this
this happens in like Philadelphia every year, and like happens.
It happens. It just sucks when it happens.
It happens like when the weather's like perfectly bad for the birds.
They get pelted into the glass like a bunch of big bugs, kind of, going into a shield.
Yeah. Right.
This guy had to clean them all up. Because it's
a tough job. That's a tough job.
Yeah.
It was more than usual.
He's pretty unhappy.
Poor Willard.
He said it in my
This one might be alive. Nope.
He said in my 40 years of keep cleaning up the birds, I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah. This is a day that'll make you want to stop cleaning up dead birds.
A carpet of dead birds. Anyway, the Chicago mayor is urging people to turn their lights off if you're in high rises because the birds are traveling later and it's darker and they're drawn to the light. So.
They're traveling straight into the lights like bugs.
Yeah, they normally would have gone a week earlier, Willie, but it's darker now and they're going right to that light.
I'm with Mark. This is an idiot breed of bird, it seems.
964.
Sad. It's sad. There's like the dolphins too that like mass beach and stuff. There's some dumb animals out there. You feel bad for them,
Yeah, birds are like, like when you're driving and it's super hazy or foggy and you drive slower, or you give yourself time in case because there's low visibility.
Not these guys.
Birds don't have that train of thought, that logical thought. They're going the same speed no matter what the visibility is.
Fast as they can, straight into the glass.
Yeah.
Right. Also,
why would I care? I can fly.
for millennia. This building wasn't there. But you know what I mean. The building wasn't there when their ancestors.
When they don't have the genetic learning, I guess, yet of the high rise glass. But what they do have is eyes, and and sometimes they should use them if they wanted to be like the thousands that didn't fly into the glass. Right. Their brethren, they could have, but instead they flew straight
right into the glass at full speed
at
death speed.
Dead bird carpet or carpet of dead birds. Bad metal name. Metal band names.
Carpet of
or carpet of dead birds.
Willard's birds.
And
Willard's birds. Yeah.
Carpet of dead birds.
Yeah, Willard's.
Oh my goodness!
I'm fucking Willard.
They bring Willard up. Willard, get up here and show
which
him
one of you birds is ready to die.
Yeah, that'd be intense band.
Oh shit! Oh man, I would go see that act for sure.
Hey, hello. Hey, Willard. Sorry to wake you. We got a real situation down here. How many? 15?
Yeah.
Oh, Willard.
It couldn't be more than 15 to 20, right?
They don't just call him in for this. It's like he's
Willard. Remember that overtime you were asking about?
Yeah. Willard, you're going to have to get in early today.
Oh, man.
Poor guy.
That's hilarious. Well, hopefully Willard's recovering. That must have been pretty traumatic for him. But hey, we got to spin real quick, guys. I'm gonna bring up the wheel.
Wait,
because we got to spin for high five.
I forgot. High five, yeah. High five. Let's do it.
Here we go. Now I don't have Wes's cool music. Also, I'm gonna be off this Thursday, so it's Mark, Wes, or Pat will be bringing the high five.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait till it gets to a break in the line.
Very fair of you.
Boom. All right, here it is.
Bring it to me.
Almost.
Going back to Mark. Oh,
no,
could go to Wes. No, Mark for sure. It's Mark on the high five this week.
I've got your voicemails, reviews, and any sort of fun listener submitted content.
Well, it'll be interesting. It makes an impact. People were talking about it at the meetup, patreon.com/hard factor, because there's some rebuttals already. Pat, people took notice of your high five, of the points you made. And so Mark will have to deliver the rebuttals.
Thanks, Pat.
If they make the cut.
Okay.
If you're going to Walgreens this week, watch out because 500 Walgreens may be shut down because of walkouts. So that's between.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah. Well, you don't have to watch out as in like danger. It's just you probably won't get in. You won't get your stuff.
There was a walkout at another big company too, right? Like a big, was it retail or I forget. Some crazy strikes going on right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Times are crazy. Stay safe out there.
Yeah. Keep your head on a swivel, everybody. Wild Times 2023.
Well, this is obviously getting played. Saviel
Yeah,
says,
you keep asking us to
please ignore
it.
my drunk. The more you ask not to play it, the more I'm going to play those type of things.
Every time you ask to ignore it, it's more likely to be played. Pat, you want to take us out?
Why don't you get out there and have yourself, if you can, if you will, a great fucking day.